everyone, and welcome to week 16 of the Cartoon Football League. We figured out a lot in week 15. We're going to figure out the rest today. A lot of divisions clinched, a couple wild card spots still up for grabs, a couple divisions still up for grabs. This is the Christmas week. We're kicking things off with BoJack Horseman. They need to win. Rick and Morty's a game ahead of them against SpongeBob on Thursday Night Football. Alright, so this is exactly the kind of game you expect if you're a SpongeBob fan. They're down 6. BoJack Horseman trying to hold on in an arguably must-win game here. SpongeBob throws into triple coverage. Dangerous pass. It's incomplete. Big 3rd and 10 for SpongeBob. Here we go. Can they convert? They go deep open. Oh, Squidward with the catch, and they're going to take the lead over BoJack with just a minute to play. Down to the wire. We love these kinds of games. And here we go. BoJack on first down, looks for an open man, wide open. It's Todd Chavez on the first play of this drive. Immediately gonna take the lead back. What a pass from BoJack to Todd Chavez. They will obviously go for 2, try to make it a 7-point game here. Here we go. BoJack lines up for the 2-pointer. It's a pitch to Mr. Peanut Butter. He is in. SpongeBob goes deep. He's got a man. Greg Jennings, what a catch. And this game will continue to stay alive. These offenses slinging it back and forth. Bob just across midfield at the BoJack Horseman 46-yard line. Finds Patrick open. Huge gain. Continues. Breaks a tackle. Patrick is down to the 17. SpongeBob takes their first time out, and BoJack Horseman thought they were safe. They are not. SpongeBob on first down from the 17. Patrick gets the catch, and he will be down at the half-yard line. BoJack Horseman made a stand defensively last week. Let's see if they can do it again. Looks like this one's going to the big man, Patrick. He is in. 3 straight touchdown possessions for each team. BoJack hands this one off to Mr. Peanut Butter, taking down a couple yards short of the first down, and we are heading to overtime. Alright, so you didn't see it, but SpongeBob unfortunately threw a pick 6. BoJack Horseman gonna win this one in overtime, 27-21. Alright, next matchup. Both these teams pretty much out of the playoff race, so like I said last week, we'll just go in and sim this one. So on Christmas Day, this one goes to overtime. Neither team wanted to win this one, but the Rugrats finally come on with top, 13-7. Alright, same thing here. We'll just go in and sim this one. 5-9, Ed, Ed, and Eddie taking on 6-8, Foster's Home. Alright, so Ed and Eddie's definitely a team to watch out for next year. They've had some really convincing wins. I don't know what to make of them right now, but they win this one 20-7 comfortably over Foster's Home. Alright, next matchup this week. We will watch this one because Hey Arnold has a chance at a first round bye if they can win out, have the Simpsons and Futurama maybe lose a few. They still got a chance at the 1 or 2 seed, so we'll take a look at this one. Also, just because the Powerpuff Girls have been fun to watch the past couple weeks, 2 straight upsets. Let's see what happens here. Alright, so the Powerpuff Girls trying to play spoiler to yet another team. They lead again, 14-7. Hey Arnold desperate here to get a touchdown as Gerald Johansson grabbed this one. They will have good field position at least in 2 timeouts. 3rd and 10 for Arnold. 1 timeout remains. They can still use the middle of the field, but Arnold under some pressure gets it away deep. This one falls incomplete. Could have fell into the hands of anybody. Arnold on 4th and 10. Is gonna get pressured, be incomplete. The Powerpuff Girls with 3 straight upsets. Alright, next matchup. Jimmy Neutron, I believe, clinched their division last week, but the Fairly Odd Parents still fighting desperately for a playoff spot, so we'll watch this as it's a divisional matchup. 10-4 versus 7-7. Let's hop in. Alright, so this is the ball game here. 4th and 7 for Timmy Turner and the Fairly Odd Parents. Gotta have it here. Minute 19 to go. He looks around. He gets the throw off. Will it be caught? Oh my goodness! A catch by Cosmo. What a play by Timmy and Cosmo to keep their playoff hopes alive. Alright, so Timmy Turner and the Fairly Odd Parents make it all up on one play. They take the lead 14-10. Jimmy Neutron, one of the best players in the league, trying to make up this deficit with a minute left. Wide open, Ocho Cinco. He's gone. Jimmy Neutron retakes the lead. We have had some offensive showdowns in this week. What an insane few games we have seen. And this one's not even over yet. Still 57 seconds left. Each team on offense only needed 1 play to make things happen. 4th and 10 for the Fairly Odd Parents. Playoffs on the line on this play. Oh, it's caught again by Wanda. They keep another drive alive. And you just never know with this team. Remember, they're only down 3. So a touchdown not necessary here, and they only need about 15 more yards to get into field goal range. 2nd and 10 for Timmy Turner from the 48. He's going to run it himself, and that's actually a decent gain, but they'll have to take a timeout. Are they going to take a timeout? Why aren't they taking a timeout? They finally take a timeout. Their whole playoff hopes were on the line there, and they don't take a timeout. As Timmy looks around, he's going to throw it. He will get the throw off. Will it be caught? Oh my goodness, it's caught! Are you kidding me? So they knew more than I did. They're going to win the game on a walk-off Hail Mary, the first one we've seen this year. Timmy Turner looked like he was about to get sacked, and that is just magical by the Fairly Odd Parents. I hope they make the playoffs after that. Absolute insanity. They're going to improve to 8-7. Really impressive win over Jimmy Neutron. That was ridiculous. Maybe the craziest play of the year. All right, next matchup, we got the 11-3 Backyardigans. They're trying to clinch a first round bye, taking on 6-8 Chowder. They're pretty much done. All right, so the Backyardigans still trying to clinch their division. Meanwhile, Chowder really playing for nothing here, but they're at midfield trying to pull off a comeback against one of the best teams in the league. Chowder throws left. It's a catch, only going to be about 2 yards to Panini. So here we go. Chowder in a 3rd and 8 situation. They converted a 4th down earlier in this drive. Chowder looking deep, throwing. Oh, it's caught by Bolden, and Chowder takes the lead. What a gutsy throw. 3rd and 23 from the 7-yard line after 2 straight sacks. Uniqua looks, throws deep. Oh my goodness, it's caught by Pablo. He's gone. That play might win them the division. 93 yards on a 3rd and 23. Busted coverage from Chowder. What a play, Uniqua to Pablo. Unbelievable. Chowder from his 32 need a touchdown to win it. He looks around. He gets the pass off. 3 receivers down there. Oh, I thought Schnitzel had it. It was in his hands, but he dropped it. Otherwise, Chowder on 3rd down, gonna air this one up again. This one gets close to the goal line, and it's incomplete. The Backyardigans hold on to win. They clinch their division, and we'll see if they can get a first round bye in these next few weeks. Great game here. All right, next matchup, maybe the best and most important matchup of the week. Regular show at 9-5. They've won a lot of games in a row. I think they'll win their division if they win this game. Meanwhile, Dora likely to clinch a playoff spot if they win it. Huge game for both teams, huge implications. Let's hop in here and see what happens. Unfortunate we didn't get any highlights out of this one. The game was just like, regular show had a lead the whole time, and then they just ran out the clock at the end. So unfortunately, no highlights from the most crazy, what should have been the most crazy game of the week. But the regular show hold on to win, likely win their division. 10-6 low score matchup here. Teams are done for the season, so we'll just sim this one. Both 5-9 Smiling Friends and the Ninja Turtles in this matchup. Feels like it's been months since we've seen the Ninja Turtles get a win. I think they were like 5-4 at one point, so they must have lost 5 in a row, but they finally bounced back here and win 24-14 over the Smiling Friends. All right, next matchup, Scooby-Doo 7-7 really have climbed out of a hole these last couple weeks. Meanwhile, South Park also 7-7, an up and down team. Should be a good one here. NFC matchup. Not sure if either of these teams really has a chance at the playoffs, but they have non-losing records, so we'll always play a game like this. Right, how many times have we seen this scenario? Scooby-Doo down by 7, 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Marching into South Park territory, wide open, it's Shaggy. We haven't seen him make many plays this season, but this one, a good one. Inside the 10 and down to the 7. Shaggy having a good game, 6 for 87. 3rd down, gotta have it situation. It is knocked away and incomplete, and they're gonna have to go for it. Oh, they're kicking a field goal. What a weird call. So Scooby decides to kick a field goal, and then their plan is to stop them and get the ball back. We'll see if they can make that happen. All right, 2nd and 5 for South Park. Scooby-Doo trying to hold strong. They will not. Kenny gets the 1st down. This game's over. South Park gonna get a huge win here. Next matchup, we have Rick and Morty trying to maintain their lead in the division, taking on one of the worst teams in the league, Pokemon. Let's see if we can see another upset here. Rick and Morty in a little bit of a scare here. BoJack Horseman fans watching this one intently, cheering Pokemon on. They are deep into the territory of Rick and Morty from the 15. Ash hands it off to Pikachu. He's taken down, so a big stop there, and it'll be 3rd and 7. Rick and Morty desperately needing a stop. The goal by Misty is perfect, so let's see what Rick can do with 1 minute and 23 left to play. Here comes Rick down by 3, never sweats these situations, and wide open is Ocho Cinco. Good start to the drive, nice moves by Ocho Cinco, gain of 20 to start this drive off, and Pokemon's defense just never looking good. Just overall, this is why they're a 3-10 team. They cannot stop anything, as Rick is over 200 passing yards on the day, which is pretty good for Cartoon Football League standards. He looks for an open man. He's going to scramble and run it himself. Gets about 6 there on the carry, and the clock will continue to run. They only have 1 timeout left. Rick on a big 3rd down. Gotta have it situation here. Looks for an open man. He is taken down by Pokemon. They won't use their final timeout yet, so they have to rush back to the line on a 4th and 9 play. I have a feeling they might use it before they snap it. And they will not. They will go straight into this play, needing to convert. Rick just throws it away. Will it be caught? Oh my goodness, Mr. Meeseeks with the catch. I haven't called Mr. Meeseeks' name all year. He finally catches a pass. And what are they doing? Okay, they took their timeout. I was seconds to go. Rick and Morty tie this one up. What a final play there by Rick and Mr. Meeseeks. Rick and Morty's defense just not holding up today. This is Pokemon's first drive. They won the toss, already in field goal range as Pikachu takes this one. Thought he was taking it to the house. He makes one more cut. He knocks it through, and Pokemon holds on to beat Rick and Morty, fends off their comeback. And we will see how that shakes up the playoff picture in that division. Alright, next matchup, we'll see what Beavis and Butthead can do against the Muppets. Beavis and Butthead still have a small chance at the playoffs, so let's see what happens here. Alright, so the Muppets gonna dash any playoff hopes that Beavis and Butthead had. Just got hot too late in the season, and the Muppets win it 17-10. Alright, really good matchup here. The 8-6 Looney Tunes, they've lost a few in a row, taking on the 11-3 Simpsons, and the Simpsons need to get a win here after losing to Futurama last week. Let's see how this one goes. These games have just been blowouts today, so not a lot of highlights, but the Looney Tunes came to play in this one. They knock off the Simpsons 28-14 in a convincing win. This matchup, we just saw the Simpsons lose, so I think if Futurama wins this one, they clinch the division. We will see. They have to win it first. Flintstones coming to Futurama. Okay, Futurama in control here late, trying to clinch their division. Meanwhile, the Flintstones down by 3. Fred gonna have his chance. He's led quite a few comeback drives this year. He's got the tight end Bam Bam for a gain of 14 over the middle and a 1st down. Good start to the drive by Fred. They have 3 timeouts, and you know when a team has nothing to play for, they're going to at least play for the win. Wide open! It's Bam Bam again, and it's a touchdown! What a play by Bam Bam and Fred. Only 2 connections between them was all they needed to take the lead in this game. 2nd and 10 for Futurama. Wide open, it's Steve Smith. And they'll take a timeout, but a good play there. Oh, they won't take a timeout. Good play there. 3rd and 10 for Fry and this Futurama offense. He looks, he scans, he breaks a tackle, throws this one, should be caught. It is by Zoidberg. Oh, Zoidberg! Oh my goodness, he almost makes it in. He is taken out of bounds at the 6-yard line. 10 seconds on the board. Fry looks for an open man. Incomplete. On to a 4-point lead. And all you can think about is if Futurama would have taken that timeout. Fry looks around. A lot of time wasted. 3 seconds left. This will be the final play. Down 6 yards to the end zone. Fry's got to have it. It's incomplete. What a goal line stand by this Flintstones defense to play. This has been the week of the upsets. Let's see if there's another one here. Sesame Street will be hosting the Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Ladies and gentlemen, we have yet another upset. It's just one of those weeks. Sesame Street holds off the Aqua Teen Hunger Force 28-23. Both offenses were humming in this game. Good game here. Don't know if it means anything for the playoffs, but both of these teams 7-7 Airbenders have been an exciting story late in the season. They really turned things around as a team. I think they were 2-6 at some point. Meanwhile, Family Guy looked like they might be in the playoff race. They have dropped a couple recently. Let's see who takes this one. Bender's taking over in good field position, trying to win this game. It's a tie at 10-10. Ang easily throws it to Saka. Haven't seen much of Saka this season. Field goal range and win this thing open. It's Welker. Oh, it's a fumble. I think he was down. We'll see. We don't even know who recovered it. This is a crazy chain of events here. I think the Airbenders recovered it. No, it's Family Guy, but we'll have to see if Welker was down. I'm not sure. Let's check the replay. It looks like he was down. We'll see what they say. No! They don't even review it, and Family Guy takes over. Interesting. I really thought he was down. The ball must have slipped out or he couldn't see it. Peter throws. Brian's open, but he drops it. Immediately third down for Family Guy. They will just run it. Stewie will be stopped, so the Airbenders... Bad call by Family Guy. They're going to get their chance here once again after the fumble by Welker. 5 for Ang in the Airbenders. 33 seconds left on the clock. Appa, the MVP of this team, takes this one. And he is taken down around the 40 of Family Guy. Alright, here comes Momo. 5 seconds to go. It's close. He misses it. A miss by Momo. That puts 1 second left on the clock. Family Guy's going to try a Hail Mary. But we're likely heading to overtime. They should have tried to run another play. Teams do that expecting it. Oh my goodness, wide open! Oh, Peter can't make the connection to Brian. I think that was Brian. But we're going to overtime. Insane finish here. Okay, so on a jet sweep, the Airbenders are going to win it anyway. Katara took it 58 yards for the touchdown. A walk-off. The Airbenders keep their season alive, and Family Guy likely eliminated. 16-10 victory for Avatar. Final game of week 16. We're just going to sim it. Both of these teams are done. And then we will take a look at the standings, and I will do my best to evaluate the playoff clinching scenarios in week 17. Alright, so Phineas and Ferb took this one 31-9. Not even close. Bob's Burgers just... not a great team. Alright, so in the AFC North, Jimmy Neutron have already clinched this division. We already knew that. But the Airbenders are behind them at 8-7, possibly looking to get a wild card spot, as well as the Fairly Odd Parents. In the AFC South, the Looney Tunes have clinched their division. Rest of the teams in here have been eliminated from the playoffs. In the AFC East, same case here. Regular Show have clinched a playoff spot. None of these teams have a chance to get in. Big shame for Chowder. They lost 4 in a row. They looked like they had a chance to compete for this division, but nope. And in the AFC West, Futurama and The Simpsons are tied at 11-4. Obviously, with the record, at least one of them... they're both going to make the playoffs. One of them is going to win the division, depending on the outcome of this week. And then South Park is still in the hunt at 8-7. So let me do the math here. So South Park is 8-7, the Airbenders are 8-7, and the Fairly Odd Parents are also 8-7. That means one of those 3 teams is going to be the second wild card spot after either Futurama or The Simpsons. So those are the games to pay attention to in week 17. I'm not sure if any of them played head-to-head, if the Airbenders or Fairly Odd Parents have played South Park head-to-head. I will have to check on that later. But for now, let's move into the NFC and check on those standings. In the NFC North, the Backyardigans have clinched their conference. That means they're getting a first round bye. You will not see them in the first week of the playoffs. Dora is 9-6, but they haven't even clinched a playoff spot yet, which I think is really interesting. I thought they would have clinched a playoff spot by now, but I guess not. In the NFC South, BoJack Horseman leads the division after the Rick and Morty loss. They lead it by a half game with that tie, so interesting scenario there. Neither team here has clinched yet. In the NFC East, the Aqua Teen Hunger Force is safe. They have clinched their division. The rest of the teams here have been eliminated from the playoffs. And then in the NFC West, Hey Arnold, we already knew they won their division. I'm not sure if the Rugrats can get in. They might actually be able to. So the NFC is a lot more tight than the AFC. Let me do some math and then get back to you guys. Yeah, so it looks like the 2 wildcard spots are going to be the Rugrats, Rick and Morty, and Dora. It's going to be a fight between those 3. 2 of them are going to get in, and one of them is going to get eliminated. So there is still a lot to figure out in week 17. But let's take a look at our statistics. Alright, so with just one game to play, Butthead and Chowder are tied for the top lead in passer rating. Meanwhile, Uniqua has overtaken the league by quite a bit in passing yards. SpongeBob is right behind her, about 12 yards behind her. And then our passing touchdown leader is Butthead, and our interception leader is BoJack Horseman with Bob right behind him. Our rushing leader is still Tyrone, but Bender has overtaken him in rushing touchdowns. And finally, our receivers, Boomhauer. Does he still have the triple crown? He leads in receptions, he leads in receiving yards, and he leads in touchdowns. So if he can hold this together for one more week, he is going to win the triple crown MVP type season. We will see. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in week 17, the final week of the regular season, in the next video. Make sure you tune in for that. We will know all the answers we don't right now after that week. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you in the next video.